Yo guys, what up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 2 on the brand new 2023 KTM 450 SXF. I hope you guys watched vlog number 1 because it turned out absolutely sick. David and Cheyenne absolutely crushed it with the edit that they made, so huge shout out to them. Appreciate them coming out and spending their time and editing that up for me. Pretty big occasion, riding the new 450. The thing is absolutely sick. Cannot say enough good things about it. Definitely excited to just keep dialing this thing in with the suspension, with turbo speed tuning, fine tune the balance a little bit. I think there's still a little bit of front and rear balance that we can do, but other than that, the engine is super strong. The chassis feels great. It's really comfortable. When I watched back the POV footage, I was honestly kind of shocked to see how good I was going on it. Which is something I don't usually say. I'm normally very critical of myself, and I was very pleased when I was watching back the footage. So good vibes all around. Probably time to get the old 22 ready to sell and pick up another one of the 23s that turned into my race bike and just focus on the future, baby. Future is looking bright. I'm thinking we're going for some top 15s this year. I know I already said it, but my goal is definitely to, by the end of the season, kind of be in a position to fill in for somebody on a factory team, like if they get hurt or if they just pull out of the season to get ready for Supercross or whatever. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility anymore, especially with how hard I'm working, how good I'm feeling on this new bike. That is the main goal. Obviously much easier said than done, and maybe it's a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like that's what we're capable of, so that's what I'm going for this year. But that all starts with riding this beast and getting super comfortable on it. Kind of am already, but we have like, I think 102 days until round 1 out in California, and we are gonna make the absolute most of it. So the bike still looks pretty good. Got one ride on it. So she's definitely not completely spotless anymore, but you know what? That's just the name of the game. On the plus side of things, the new Yoshimura RS12 is turning a nice, beautiful purpley blue. So we're gonna do our best to keep that in good shape. Other than that though, bike's looking rad. We're heading out to another sand pit today. A little bit of a smaller track, but a little bit sandier. This is one that I go to all the time, so it's gonna be a good comparison to see how this thing feels on tracks that I ride all the time. So I'm gonna go out and meet my buddies, Travis and Sammy. As I said, trying to do more legit vlogs this year, so we're gonna toss the camera on some of my buddies and get them involved in the channel as well. So you guys will meet them. But also, you guys may have noticed that I have some Insta360 logos on my bike. I'm very excited to announce my partnership with them. I've been using their products for a long time now, and I'm really stoked to announce that I have like a full year agreement with them. Awesome guys and girls over there, even better products. Excited to be pairing with them. And on that note, we got a shipment of some fresh Insta360 cameras. We got the 1RS here, which I use on the chin mount to kind of replace the GoPro that I have been using. And then we also have a fresh X3, which is the 360-degree camera. This is what I use on the chest mount. So I'll be messing around with the POV shots today. We'll get a chest mount, we'll get some chin mount. I might even throw this thing on the shark fin or the reverse unicorn mount, whatever you guys want to call it, and get some of that cool like video game style footage. We'll pair that up with some third person and should be an awesome vlog. So before I head out though, since we did get one pretty gnarly ride on this thing already, we're gonna go ahead, do a little oil change with some of the best stuff in the business, the Motul 300V. Love this stuff, used it all last year, had 0 engine problems. The thing stayed absolutely dialed. So gonna go ahead, give the girl its first oil change, and then we'll head to the sand pit, hang out with Sam and Travis, and hopefully have ourselves a good day on the new bike. So let's get to it. So the track I rode at last was a pretty long, like wide open track. If you guys watch the helmet cam, you'll know what I'm talking about. And the paddle tire is off of my old bike. The rear wheel will transfer over to the new bike if you get different wheel spacers that accommodate for the smaller axle size. And the gearing that I ran last year was a 1349. The internal gear ratio on the new bike is a little bit longer than the old one, so it comes stock with a 1351. So I basically went 2 teeth longer on my gear ratio when I rode the bike for the very first time. And I think it is a little bit long. The track I'm going to today is much tighter, and I find myself shifting a lot more at this track, so I think it's gonna be a little bit more prominent. So that's one of the things that I'm gonna be focusing on today, is trying to figure out whether I wanna go back to the shorter gear setup. Typically, I like to lengthen my gears a little bit because I don't love a lot of torque. I like to kind of rev the bike a little bit more, which is kind of contrary to my smooth style. But whenever a bike has a lot of torque, I feel like it just wears me out a lot. Constantly dealing with that super hard acceleration acceleration out of corners just wears out my arms a little bit more. So I kind of like to lengthen things out, a little bit less torque, a little bit more revvy. But I think the gear ratio right now is definitely a little too long. So especially on this bike, one thing I've noticed is that the jump from second to third gear is really big. So brand new bike, we're gonna be figuring this thing out, but I like to keep you guys in the loop, let you know what I'm doing, because I'm sure some of you have the 23 KTM out there and you're looking for things to do to your bike. So 2:45. These dudes always be late, man. Sammy, a cool 15 minutes late. I'm betting Travis is here in probably another 45 minutes. We got Samuel over here, our little high school protege. What's up, buddy? How are the high school girl problems going? Valentine's Day, you're at the track with me. What's going on?
I got myself a date right here.
She's pretty. Not as pretty as the orange girl, though. Got the freshy active gear. This stuff would have looked perfect on the Honda. A little chilly out here though. You guys might want to cop yourself a factory little active vest. Sheesh. Available now. Use code JWalk at checkout. Shameless little plug there. Look at that though, we're factory today. Bike's hammered, bro. Look at that thing. I thought you said you got that thing dialed.
I rode it the other day.
Look at that thing.
It looked bad, but
You need a Guts Racing seat. You need some SKDA graphics. You know what else would look good on that bike?
What?
This gear. Yeah, it's pretty slick underneath that like top loamy. I think it's still a little frozen.
Yeah.
But this layout's fun. It's a lot more technical. Instead of just wide open berm blasting, kind of makes you slow down and hit some ruts and stuff. Sammy looks all right. We'll go harass him a little bit. Don't need to harass him. Good? Here you go, Sammy. We're converting everyone one set of earplugs at a time.
Gotta try it out.
You're gonna love it. Never go back. You got a cute little lip sweater going there. How are we feeling out there, Travis?
It's a great day in Michigan. It's February. It's 55 degrees out. You can't beat it.
No, literally cannot beat it. You clean out Samuel yet? Gonna give him the work job?
No, we gotta let him have at least a couple weeks to build his confidence up this spring before we just start tearing him down.
At least let him graduate. Figured I might as well introduce the vlog to you two clowns. It's probably gonna be the crew pretty much all summer.
Unfortunately.
What a piece of work. Whip these kids into shape. Now we got Travis and Sammy out there. Those two go at it so hard. They are like the exact same speed and they hate losing to each other. So we'll go see if we can't get involved in that whole deal out there and maybe clean one of them out.
ride like how I need to ride instead of thinking about how the bike sounds.
Yeah, the bike is way less scary when you have earplugs in.
Yeah, like I feel like at first I was coming into a bunch of corners and I didn't even realize how fast I was going. I was like, oh shit, I need to slow down.
Dude, it's crazy how big of a speed indicator sound is. Like when I rode that e-bike for the first time, the Alta, I was blowing out corners left and right because I couldn't hear how fast I was going.
Yeah.
But I like it because like having a loud engine almost scares you into slowing down. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, I think, because I feel like I was riding way more like wide open, like high
Yeah.
RPMs with the earbuds.
Like I don't even feel like I rev my bike that much because I can barely hear it. But when I watch videos back, I'm like, damn, it's getting a little rowdy.
Like when you passed me over this jump, I literally didn't even know you were there until you were right in front of me.
Yeah, it'll help you ignore Travis out there behind you. How you feeling?
Not bad.
Track's fun. I like this layout.
Yeah, I like this
Way
layout a lot.
better practice.
Yeah,
This
I like.
straightaway into this little S turn.
Yeah, it's so sick. You can haul through there. I like the little wall berm
Yeah.
and then dropping into that left-hander.
Oh yeah.
Makes this jump way easier. You can actually clear it on a 250.